In this video we tour the Farm Gear factory near Palmerston North in New Zealand. Farm Gear make Kinghitter and Fence Pro post drivers, Maxam mowers, Hooper civil pole drivers and the Atchison range of seed drills. Thanks to Dallas for showing us around.
So this here is our fabrication area. So this is where, as you can see, all the raw steel from suppliers comes in and sits here for storage before we cut it up and chop it and drill it and punch it and all the steps which go into the fabrication process.
One question, where do you get your steel from?
So normal bits of steel like your flat bar, all that sort of stuff,
Yep.
RHS we get from New Zealand suppliers.
Oh, yep.
But the actual I-beam, which makes up sort of the heart of the post driver, we get it specially rolled in a mill in Australia.
Oh, yeah.
And we've got a whole lot of storage of that out the back. So
Right.
yeah, we get that. It's 350 grade steel, which is something that you can't get on the New Zealand market.
Yep.
So yeah, get it specially made in Aussie. Team of guys in the fabrication team, they have a meeting each morning discussing what they're doing, and they get given job cards. I can show you an example of that, which show them the steel that they need for the job and instructions on what to do. So
For that specific machine you're building, because you build machines to sale, to order.
Correct. Yep. So for the likes of the Kinghitter post drivers, that's done to order. For the real basic machines like the Series 1s, we might do, because there's not many variations of them.
Yep.
We might do some stock, but it's more for like the Maxam mowers where there's effectively two different models, and everyone wants them at the same time. That's when we'll build up a buffer of stock before we before the season. So same with the Atchison seed drills as well.
So So the post drivers you see sitting in the dealers' yards, they're just
normally fairly basic spec machines.
So series 1.
Series 1. Sometimes a Series 2, because we can do things like retrofit. Someone wants like that mast shift thing that your machine's got. We can put, like someone goes, I want a machine with that, and the dealer's got one that doesn't, we can put it on.
Just
a little bit flipping around, but
spec it up a little bit if you need to.
Yeah, correct. So once everything's been worked on by the fabrication team, so that's comes through to the machine shop here, which is all part of the same process. Comes into machine shops. We've got a couple of lathes here, guys on lathes and a few other drills and finishes and whatnot. So just effectively prepping the steel for welding is what they're doing. So is the main step in the purpose of the fabrication team.
So today's Friday lunchtime, and we're saying that you have an early day on Friday.
Yeah, so guys have got the opportunity to, their hours we set the amount of hours they want to work in a week, and they can choose whenever they do that in the week. At the moment we've got some guys working Saturdays, but lots of guys will start at 5:30 and finish at 5 for, most Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And Friday they can finish at lunchtime, go and spend some time with their kids. And
that's pretty cool. Yeah, happy workers, happy environment.
Exactly. Nice. Right. So once everything's been treated by the fabrication team, we also buy in quite a few components and that get laser cut for us. So we've got suppliers around the country that supply laser cut items for us, and everything comes through into this, what we call the central storage area. And this is for each of the welding guys, so they can go out, grab the parts that they need, take it to their bay and weld it up. So in the welding division, we've got two different teams. One is called the CSA team, so they do all the little wee bits and bobs that make up the post driver. So for example, like the mast shift, you can see this here. This is a non-mast shift version. But that there is remade by the CSA team, so they're all doing all the little wee bits and bobs that make over against the other teams called the BBC team, which is the beams, bases and chassis. And they do all the big stuff like the actual post driver masts or the mower chassis or the seed drill chassis.
So you'll pre-make like a bunch of those?
Yeah, because they're a very common part used on like all Series 1s have that. So we've got make sure we've got plenty of them in stock so that when you see it over in the assembly shed, the guys can just pull it straight off and assemble it, get them out quickly to order. So this is an example of a something
mast shift.
Mast shift. So that's what the CSA team would do in cassettes and sub-assemblies. So smaller bits. All ready to go. So this here is our pre-paint area. Stuff comes and sits in here ready for the painters to get onto it. So so this here is all we buy in our hydraulic rams from a New Zealand supplier. That there's been laser cut.
So you got your lift rams, your tilts, feet, just all your bits
all
and
the
pieces.
common parts.
Top links.
Come through to here. This here is where this is our main mast welding jig. So this here, we weld up all our masts on this jig, so you can see there it's halfway upside down. So this is a rollover jig so that guys can get exactly to where they need to on the machine. So got lots on there working on a big G4.
Nice. So how many guys have you got working here within all the 4 or 5 brands?
So there's a total of about 33 staff we got, and about probably 8 admin staff.
Okay. Yeah.
So 10 the guys.
Yeah.
Nice. A few over at the other branch in fielding as well. The assembly stuff. Yep.
Yep.
So once everything's been welded up and it's ready, so you can see that's this inside of like a Terminator base. The side of that base, it's the same thing, all ready to go, ready to be painted.
Yep.
We bring it through into the paint bay. Could be a little bit smelly in here. So you can see here we've got 2 Maxam mowers. So these are the 3.3 metre mowers.
Yep.
So they're getting painted today. And over here we've got a bunch of hydraulic rams which have been done.
Oh, Fence Pro ones?
Yeah, correct.
The orange.
The side tool.
Rock spikes.
Spikes, yeah. That looks like a inner for a Dominator base or a PB650.
Yep.
So every chassis that we make, so that, for example, a post driver mast or a mower chassis or a sigil chassis, everything gets sandblasted. All the chassis get sandblasted before we paint them.
Okay, yeah.
So they get welded up, and then each morning they go off to the sandblaster.
Yep.
Get sandblasted, so that way the paint's sticking, and then a 2-pack paint goes on there as well.
Yep.
So you make sure
that's all in house.
Another sandblaster, we get a guy not far away from here to do it for us. He just does it each day, each morning does a run.
Yep.
And those machines that get sandblasted that morning get painted in that afternoon.
Oh right, yeah.
So
nice.
Making sure we get rid of all that surface rust or mill scale.
Yeah.
So that's been sandblasted this morning.
Yeah.
That's
a Dominator base.
Yeah, that's correct. Yep. That's the 3-point linkage there.
The rotating assembly.
Yeah.
The base. Yeah. What's the 2 different size rock spikes?
120 is or 90 mil is the most common, which I think
that's what we've got.
And then we go up to a 120 mil one. I think that 120 is there.
Yeah.
They're 120 mils. We can do different sizes of them. Like we can go 130s, 110s, or like custom build, but 120 and 90 mil are the most common ones.
Man, that would take some whacking in our country.
In your area,
far out. Hard enough to get one of them in.
Yeah. And you can see that's a longer one there. That's a custom build.
Oh yeah.
That, 120 mil is a bit longer, so someone's putting in some big posts somewhere.
Yeah, right. It doesn't say where it's
where it's going to. No, I probably would be able to find out, but just the job card.
Spades as well.
Yeah, correct.
Like you obviously make spades.
Yeah, so that's the thing we don't sell heaps of, to be honest, but they are guys that use them are pretty top end spade, and guys that use them normally love them, pretty die-hard fans. So
Yep. It's something you don't really wear out.
Yeah, exactly.
too much.
Because it's interesting when guys get them, they often grind them right now, so that they'll just so that when they're at the bottom of a hole, you can get your angle.
Yep.
And after that, so they'll often take quite a bit off that. But
Yep. Everyone likes their little tweaks.
Exactly. Yeah. And these here on Monday will go off to the sandblaster.
Oh, yep.
And then come back for painting Monday afternoon.
Yep.
So
Yep. So it's the same spec beams for because that's obviously a Fence Pro.
Yep.
So same spec beams between the two.
Yep. So
two
on
brands.
what we call the farm gear 350 grade steel.
Yep.
So that if you've got anything from like a mule on the Fence Pro range mule up, you're going to get that 350 grade steel.
Yep.
And in the Kinghitter range, it's Series 2i up. You
Yep.
get that 350 grade steel as well.
Yeah. Right. Yep. So
the basic machines, the Series 1s and the Farm Techs, they have a 180 UB mast, which is slightly smaller.
Yep.
And they don't have that 350 grade because normally they're working in sort of Waikato flats.
Easier conditions.
Country,
yeah.
Once everything's been painted, it comes through. This is a different shed now into assembly shed, so you're not getting any of the welding fumes, all that stuff in the assembly shed.
Nice, everything stays clean.
Everything stays a lot cleaner, which is nice. So example here, you got the Terminator base there ready to be assembled by the boys, and then post caps, feet, all the different bits and bobs that go into making the post drivers. So
rollers, augers,
Yep.
the whole works.
So
is it like one guy will specifically do Kinghitter assembly?
Yeah, correct. Yep. So Luke,
he knows
he's the
man.
Kinghitter champion.
Yeah. So he knows the ins and outs of everything.
Exactly. There's cross training whereby guys will do guys can do Kinghitter flips away or whatever. But normally one guy's focused on one brand, and then someone else will be doing the bases as well some of the time. So yes. Production manager keeps that all organised.
Oh, nice. So how long does it take, like Luke here, to put a machine together?
Luke, how long would it take you to do the Series 2i?
Just 4 or 5 hours.
4 or 5 hours, yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So you got it pretty down, yeah.
So you can see, as we were discussing before, the likes of having his bases and stuff here, the hydraulic rams, the valves, hoses, everything it needs to be able to put it together quickly.
Yep.
So it happens a lot faster
Yep.
on this end here. So a bit of work beforehand, but it does make the assembly
Yep.
a lot faster.
Yeah, hoses pre-made and everything.
All right, ready to go. So.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
And then once the machine has been assembled, it comes across to our spin-up rig over here. So there's a big spin-up testing rig which we made a few years ago. So you can see there's actually a Fence Pro machine on there at the moment. But
Oh, yeah.
so every machine before we send it out gets fully spun up, run through all the motions with it.
Yep.
Check all the valves, check there's nothing leaking. Just because there's nothing worse than when something's out on the line and it's not going. So yeah.
Put it on a tractor at the client's place and it all leaks, and that's pretty cool. Yeah. So obviously that fits Kinghitter.
That
and
fits
Fence
all
Pro
the machines.
stuff.
Yeah. And also good, it takes it from lying down. Like they assemble it lying down, it stands it up.
All right.
Put the block on it as well. You can see there's blocks at the concrete a few times. But yeah, so these here are different blocks, different block weights.
Oh yeah.
So we go from the series 1, which is the 230 kg, right up to 250s, 270s, 300 kgs, and then we can do a 340 kg. Not very common, but we do 340 kg, and we can do a lead-filled one as well. Some guys reckon that lead hits better. So
right. So what are these filled with?
Just they go down to the foundry, just get filled with molten steel.
Oh, okay. Right. So they're solid steel.
Yeah, solid steel. Yeah. So we actually that's effectively a massive big bit of RHS, and it gets a cap welded on the top and bottom, and then filled up.
Oh yeah.
That's how you get your weight.
So where's the foundry? Where
there's one in Palmy.
Oh right.
Down to,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly we noticed the difference between the 270 and the 300.
Yeah, okay, yeah, because the original machine had a 270, eh?
Correct.
Yeah,
Yep.
and then 300 now.
Yep.
Yeah, correct. Yep.
Yep. And you can get things stuck with the 300.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a lot more hitting power.
Yeah.
And especially the 200 or 300 mil higher mast as well.
Yeah, it gives you the extra hitting power.
That double force,
It makes a difference, doesn't it?
Yep.
So yeah, once the machine's been spun up on this rig here, it gets packed off and then sent down to the, taken on the forklift down to the dispatch guys, and they send it out to the customers and taken out to our dealers, who then go out and deliver it on farm. Or the guy pick it up from the dealer's yard. And
So is this a New Zealand machine or is this an Aussie?
This one here is actually going to Australia, because it's got that the what we call in Kinghitter the active safety system.
Yep.
Which is a optional for Kinghitter. It's an optional upgrade in New Zealand. So guys like contractors that have got staff, we've had good feedback from guys that do have staff and they want to keep them safe.
Yep.
It's an optional upgrade, whereas in Australia it's a requirement. So every machine going to Australia, has the active safety system on it.
Are you finding many people in New Zealand taking up that option?
We've had a few. It's as an upgrade. It's going to take a bit. We expect it to take a little bit of a while.
It's a mindset shift.
Yeah, it is 100%.
Yeah.
It's fairly new. Like we've never really had many safety features on New Zealand machines.
Yep.
So as you say, a mindset thing. But it's we've got a few guys running that, and they really like it. The whole point of it when we designed it was to make it a usable safety system, especially in Australia. The first thing they do, or often do, is just take the safety system straight off.
Yep.
So we wanted to make one that was actually intuitive to use. Yep. And one that
that you don't want to take off because it's actually more beneficial on than off. Yeah.
We actually had talking to a contractor the other day. A Kinghitter guy in New Zealand, and he reckons he wouldn't use the machine without it. So. It's good feedback.
It is. It is easy just to go and reach around and rather than
one little mistake can be pretty costly.
Yeah, I know a couple of people with missing fingers from Postdrivers. So.
Yeah, not ideal, eh? Not ideal at all. It's another Fence Pro machine heading off to Aussie. Fairly similar spec to what you've got actually.
Oh right.
Yeah, with the PV650 base.
Yep.
And then
it's got a counterweight on it, does it?
Yeah. So there's optional counterweight on the PV650 as well.
Yeah, okay.
Just so you get a bit more balance, especially on the bigger units.
Yep. Yeah, it's good. It's good, like for our one, having that in-cab control.
Yeah.
So when you do, because you don't have the counterweight, when you do want to move somewhere a bit sketchy, you just bring it around the back.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
It works treat. Yeah. Where does your plastic get moulded, like for your Maxims?
That's done in a place down in Palmy as well, just a local supplier.
Oh yeah.
They've got the moulds there, and they can cage thing here. You can see it's a bit of an interesting setup. It's for the Maxim mowers when we do them.
Oh, okay.
We manufacture them, we spin them up, a bit like that testing rig for the Postdrivers who do the same. Put on the back of that tractor and spin up the mowers, and if there's ever anything loose on the machine, it can, with the rotor hooting around at a rate of knots, it can go flying, turns into a bullet pretty quickly. So built a bit of a cage to try and keep everyone safe.
No, that's especially in an enclosed area with a fair few people around. Yeah.
Some of the worst was when like a nut or something was sitting on the machine and it would vibrate off and go down onto the rotor and literally just like go west.
Farm gear, so the owners of the brand Kinghitter do Kinghitter Fence Pro, Maxim topping mowers, Hooper.
The Hooper, which is like a pile driver, digger mounted pile driver.
Yep.
So
and you do the construction discs.
Yeah, so we don't do as many of them these days.
Yep.
But we do all the spare parts and stuff for the Hooper discs. Yep.
And of course the new acquisition, the Atchison
seed drills. Yep.
Seed drills, Yep.
We'll see if we can get Alistair kitted out with an Atchison drill at some stage. See how we go.
Yeah, I need to find some more time.
Storage of all the valves which we bring in from overseas.
Oh, yep.
So we custom built Italian valve banks just so you get a nice smooth operation on the machine.
Oh, yeah.
Rather, because some valves can, like with the mast shift or whatever, they can be a little bit on and off. So if it's like a cheap valve, you come to your mast shift and you go to move across and the thing jumps across. So you get in, that's why I've worked closely with those Italian manufacturers to bring in our own valves.
Yep.
And,
so how many post drivers would you sell or make and sell a year between the two different brands?
So between the two brands we do around, depends on the year and what the market's like, but between 300 and 400 post drivers.
All right.
And then about between 600 and 700 actual serial numbers, so that's including bases as well, so the likes of a side mount base or a dominator base like you've got.
So you've got one a day rocking out of here pretty much.
It varies, like as in some weeks there'll be more, just depending on orders and seasonality as well.
And of course, like you're pushing into Aussie quite a bit
correct,
with a yard in Melbourne and are there any other markets you're pushing into?
So we do a few containers a year over to America. We've got a couple of dealers over there. We don't have a builder or anything over there, but a couple of dealers over there that have been doing the Kinghitter product for a long time.
Yep.
And so do a few containers over to them, and then you get a few other random. We did a expander machine into Sweden just the other day.
Oh, nice.
Done a few other ones around the show, but the main one is Australia, and a couple of containers to America.
Yep. I mean, everyone's just got to get with the way of Kiwi fencing, and
exactly. We sorted.
You'll be right.
It is interesting.
Oh, nice. One question my brother had was, do you guys do mounts for diggers, bulldozers and skid steers and things like that as well?
Yep. So we do digger mounted machines like that Series 2i that you've got.
Yep. Because
of the interchangeable hydraulics, you can just go straight into a digger. Because you don't need a high flow dump line going back to the tank.
Yep.
So we do a digger mount for that, and we also do a skid steer mount. That's especially popular in Australia.
Yep.
And they've got skid steers over there. And then we do for the bigger stuff, we can do that the Hooper range, which is that pile drive. So that's more like your civil stuff, bigger diggers, up to sort of a 500 kg hammer.
Because they're for like wharf piling and things like that, aren't they?
House piling
I think I've seen a couple in the Sounds.
Sounds
use that kind of stuff.
Yellow things,
Yep.
It's more probably Fence Pro, more of a Fence Pro product, the bulldozer mount.
Yeah.
We can do them, and also we're working on a new one at the moment. It's just got a bit more R&D work on it, but more refining to do, and then we'll be launching that. So that's a pretty game-changing bit of kit. So keep an eye out for that. Yeah.
You can't give us a bit
can't
of.
Can't give too many details.
Right.
I'll get in trouble.
All right. So when are you looking at launching that?
So it's out and testing at the moment.
Yep.
And then we've got just R&D guys are going up there in the next couple of weeks, going out to see it. It's been working for a few months.
Oh, cool.
And then so that's testing we like to do, get it working, and then you can go up, see any weak points on it, see if there's any cracking, and then come back, refine it, strengthen it. But I've done this same process for the dominator base. Anything new that we bring out gets tested, gets looked at, gets strengthened where needed, and then goes to market. So
nice.
Could still be a couple of months away yet, just depending on how much work needs doing to it.
Mystery Creek Field Days type thing.
Yeah, hopefully something like that.
Yeah,
early next year.
Oh, exciting. Yeah, we'll see what it is. Yeah.
No, it's big bits of kit. So it's cool. Management board or production tracking board is what we call it. So when the orders, we get the go ahead for an order, the sales guys will enter it into our system and effectively puts out what's called a build sheet here. As you can see, this one here is going to our dealers in the Waikato, and it shows exactly what all the specs of the machine that the customer wants. And then the production manager issues a job to the factory saying this is what we need done. And it shows them a drawing as well what they need to build. So that's all done out of our system, prints off for them and tells what they need to do. And then he puts up this card here. As you can see, these here are all different job cards here. So at the top here, all the post driver masks for this year's an order that's just not long come in for Tesmac, which is one of our Australian dealers. And then here are the bases as well. So these are all the Terminator bases, Dominator bases. And then as the guys weld it up or work on the job, they pull it through the different stages, so in progress painted.
So each card will have a corresponding base.
Someone just orders a mask by itself, but most of the time it's a mask and a base. For example, like a a Series 2i and a Dominator base, we
Yep.
can have both.
Yep.
If it's just a Series 1 remount,
Yep.
you just have the mast. And
Yep.
it's also good, it's obviously a very basic system, but good for the sales guys. They can see where a job's at. So if someone rings up going, where's my machine? They
Yep.
can communicate with the production guys and see on this board that, it's processing now, it'll be another 2 or 3 days from when it's painted, or,
Yeah, right. So as it gets built, it just
Yeah.
moves to the right and
Yeah,
tracks it along.
Yeah.
Nice. So with a lot of your orders, do they come through dealers or do they come
Yeah.
direct to you?
Yeah, everything's Kinghitter, everything Fence Pro and Maxim, they
Yeah.
all come through all come through dealers.
Okay, yeah.
So even if someone approaches us, it's just, for us, the end result is we want the customer to be supported 5-10 years down the track.
Yep.
If we do it through dealer, if anything goes wrong, we've got a guy right there who
Yep.
can come and sort it out.
Yep.
So even if someone approaches us, we're still going to go through a dealer just to make sure they get that
Nice.
support.
Yeah. And that's what main dealers do you use, or is just
So we've got
most?
a rate for the different brands. We've got there's from Power Farmings to Giltrip Agri Zones to there's lots of different ones.
Yep.
JJ's all around the country.
So
there's a range.
go to a dealer, they'll
Yeah.
sort you out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Correct. Otherwise, you can ring us and we can get it sorted out, get a machine quoted up, and then working with the dealer, working with them to sort out finance,
Yep.
do all that sort of stuff. So
Yep.
that's pretty
Yep.
fluid.
Cool.
Cool.
Appreciate the tour. Yeah.
Very good. Thanks for coming to see us.
No worries. Thank you.
Man.